blacklisted actor turned art dealer is mentally tortured by the great Salvador Dali. After commissioning the master surrealist to create a set of works called Memories of Dali, Rich is compelled to chase after Dali from New York to Spain, where Dali sweeps Rich into his surrealistic and egocentric world. And you ask why? First, take a look at Allan Rich.
Just a second, Frank. You have nothing to fear. You're not going to be singled out.
No, you don't understand. I'm not afraid. I don't give a fuck who knows.
Wait a minute.
If it meant something, but this investigation is
Do you mind if I say something?
But I'm the one up there on the screen.
That's right. You are an actress, Miss Fowler. And your job is to act.
Do you admit having an erection during the course of your meeting?
She had her top open. It was an involuntary reflex.
Reflex? Now be kind. Circumstantial evidence. Have you, in addition, anything, say in the order of actual documentation?
I have them.
I'm afraid that does not impress me.
Wait a minute. Shut up! What are you doing? Shut up! I got something to tell you. We're going on location.
It's time for my medication.
Okay, 118 degrees during the day.
45 degrees below zero.
Did you guys have a bathroom?
A bathroom?
We didn't have
We
one.
had 12 people at a time would go and shit.
Well, I'm sure you had toilet paper.
We had newspaper.
We had mosquitoes. We certainly didn't have mosquitoes.
You see this glass eye? Huh?
Have you even seen the show?
Did you ever see our show? It was called the Holocaust.
Chairman Harris know every little thing you're up to?
I have Enright Cole. Yes, sir. That means I have you.
Really?
Really.
Then why are you the one that's sweating?
Before Allan Rich was on your TV and movie screens, he was an art dealer in New York City.
If the whole world was as psychotic as Salvador Dali, we would have a great place to live. He was a great genius. He understood the intellectual and emotional state of 20th century man. Dali's dream is to be part of a press conference. Dali loves press conferences and holds them as often as he possibly can.
And we hope to start at the top and called on Salvador Dali, the greatest living artist in the world today.
Thank you. It's true.
You are well. It's true.
I learned more about art with the months that I spent with Dali and the conversations I had with him, which were usually one way, on which I understood maybe 25 or 30% of what he was saying.
Yeah. But in any way, if something is too clear, like it better put a little more obscurity. You know?
Obscure.
Exactly. Tremendous. Absolutely. He would like to me. Fierce living molecule.
Yes.
He was also frightened that ants would eat him alive.
1, 2, 3. Allez-y.
Yeah. Merde. Restez.
He also likes to appear on television.
Our guest, who must also be unnamed, is self-employed. With that, let's begin the general questioning with Arlene Francis.
Are you associated with any of the arts?
Yes.
Would you ever have been seen on television?
Yes.
Are you a performer?
Yes.
Would you be considered a leading man?
Yes.
I got to move in here. Actually, in the general context of the questioning, we would have to accept that all the affirmative replies, except perhaps the last one, are not misleading in any major degree. However, I think the last answer is misleading, and we could not accurately describe our guest as a leading man.
He's a misleading man.
A misleading man he is. 1 down and 9 to go, Mr. Third.
I had to sit there for the summer while I prodded him to do his artwork because I already had given him a hefty deposit, and I kept threatening him with the $100,000 unless he would finish, he wouldn't get it. Dali's manager, Peter Moore, was nice enough to give me a room in his house, but as we approached the room, there was a terrible odor coming from I didn't know where. He opened the door, and the smell was disgusting. There were 3 cats, South American cats called ocelots. They lived in that room. That was their room. And he told me it's now my room for the duration. So I went inside, and he said they're all well-trained. And he said, "Sean Tata," and they all sat very nicely. And that night they ended up sitting on me and scratching me, and they liked me, so they licked my face. It was like sandpaper. Babu was one of them, and I think I have a picture of Dali with Babu. But I had to stay there for 3 months while Dali was doing his usual lifestyle thing with 10 different deals that he had made, and he kept me in Spain to get my $100,000 check, and he just kept me there. It was a big nightmare, and I had loads of nightmares, one nightmare after another. You all may be laughing about this, but brother, at the time, I felt like the tragedy of Job.
There are over 45 million people around the world who collect the works of Salvador Dali. Not one of them would miss the chance to see an authentic portrayal of the surrealist master.